Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever stopped to think about what separates a pretty good hotel stay from a truly great one? It's not just about a comfy bed or a fancy lobby, I can tell you that. There's actually a hidden framework, kind of like a blueprint, that shapes our entire experience, from the moment we book to the second we check out. So let's dive in and really dissect the anatomy of a perfect hotel stay.
So let me ask you that right now. What truly makes a hotel stay unforgettable? Is it the price, the location, or is it something else? Well, the answer is way more complex than you might think, mainly because a service isn't a product you can hold. It's an experience, it's intangible, and it's deeply, deeply shaped by our own perceptions.
And that journey, that whole experience, it actually starts long before you even wheel your suitcase through the front door. It begins with the very first interaction you have with the hotel. Just think about it. You're in planning mode for a trip. You're scrolling through websites. You're looking at pictures of amazing pools and gorgeous rooms. You're comparing prices, maybe even using the hotel's app to get a little virtual tour. And when you finally hit that book button, a clean, professional confirmation email just pops into your inbox instantly. That whole digital dance, that's the first act of the service, and it's all happening on your screen, probably miles and miles from the actual hotel. And you know, there's a name for all this. It's called service information. This is the first hidden pillar of a great stay. It's not just the booking site, it's the helpful emails you get before you arrive, it's the app that lets you check in from the taxi, it's the digital room key on your phone. If a hotel gets this part wrong, like with a clunky website or a lost reservation, your confidence is shaken before you've even started packing. It's truly the invisible foundation of modern hospitality. But service information, that's just the first piece of the puzzle. To really get what makes a hotel great, we've got to look at the full-service blueprint, which is built on three core components.
Okay, so here's the deal. Your entire stay is shaped by these three things working together in harmony. We've talked about service, information, which is kind of like the data layer. Next up, we have explicit services. Those are the tangible things you can see and measure. And finally, implicit services, which is all about how the experience makes you feel. Let's break down how this all plays out.
So your booking was super smooth, your confirmation came right away, now you finally arrived. You're standing in the hotel, and this is where the next two components really come into play.
Go ahead, picture it. You walk through those big glass doors. What's the first thing you see? How quickly does someone greet you? Is the lobby clean? How long does it take to actually get your room key? These are the immediate, observable things your brain just starts logging right away.
All those things you can see and touch, that's what we call explicit services. They are the tangible, measurable parts of your stay. The things you can literally point to and say, that was good or that was not so good.
And this is a perfect list of what we're talking about. Was the check-in under 3 minutes? Is the room absolutely spotless? Does the Wi-Fi actually connect and stay connected? Are the pool hours convenient? These are all concrete, explicit things that a hotel can and should be tracking.
And that's exactly why hotel managers tend to focus so much on this stuff. They can time the check-in process, they can create cleaning scores, they can monitor complaints about the Wi-Fi. They can basically turn quality into a number on a spreadsheet, which, makes it a lot easier to manage.
But here's the twist. A hotel can get a perfect score on every single item on that checklist, and you might still walk away feeling, well, nothing. Or even worse, feeling a little let down. Because the most powerful part of the experience is often the one you can't put a number on. It's all about the feeling.
And this brings us to our third and final component, implicit services. This is the psychological, the emotional layer of the entire experience. It's not about what you get, but how you perceive it, how it makes you feel inside.
Just think about it for a second. Did the person at the front desk make genuine eye contact and smile like they meant it? Does the music in the lobby make you feel relaxed or on edge? Do you feel safe walking down the hallway to your room at night? These are all implicit services. They're feelings, not features on a list.
This slide just sums it up perfectly. Explicit services are the what. What did the hotel give you? A clean room, fast Wi-Fi. Implicit services are the how. How did they deliver it? With a warm, friendly attitude in an atmosphere that feels calm and luxurious. The very best hotels are masters of both.
So you've got information, the explicit and the implicit. They all have to work together like a well-rehearsed orchestra. Because if even one of these components fails, the entire experience can just come crashing down.
Let's just run a quick thought experiment. Imagine you've booked a room at a hotel that on paper is absolutely perfect, flawless. Okay, so the check-in app worked like a dream. That's your service information. Check. Your room is spotless and the gym is incredible. Excellent, explicit services. Double check. But every time you walk past the front desk, the staff kind of avoids eye contact. They seem really stressed out, and when you ask a question, their answers are short, almost clipped. The implicit service, that feeling of being welcomed and cared for, is totally broken.
So, what do you think? Of course not, right? Even though the hotel delivered on every single measurable thing, that poor implicit service just ruined the whole stay. You probably wouldn't recommend it, and you almost certainly wouldn't come back. That's the incredible power of the felt experience.
So the next time you check into a hotel, you're armed with this new lens, a new way to see the experience. You can actually decode what's really going on behind the scenes.
And here it is, the single most important takeaway from all of this. The magic, the truly unforgettable experience, happens when all three components are perfectly aligned. The booking info is seamless, the explicit services are excellent, and the implicit feelings are overwhelmingly positive. When the seen, the felt, and the information all point to quality, that's when you get a perfect stay.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Think about your best or maybe even your worst hotel experience. What really defined it for you? Was it the room itself, the booking process, or was it that intangible feeling you got from the staff and the general atmosphere? Understanding that answer is the real key to spotting true quality. Thanks for tuning in.